Hi, I'm the BBQ Butcher. Today I'll be boning out a whole pork shoulder for you into different cuts. We'll have the fore hock, the middle section which is the blade, and we'll be doing a boneless Scotch fillet roast to show you. Alrighty, first we'll start with the fore hock just to get rid of that. You could take this off just by using your knife, but a lot of people have messaged me in saying, can you show us with a handsaw? So I will. So you'll find here, there's the elbow of it right there. So we'll mark here, go straight through, grab your hacksaw, and just slowly go through the bone. Don't hurry and no rush, because you don't want to cut through the meat with the saw. So there's your fore hock. You can use that for soups, things like that. Okay. The next what we're going to do, we're going to take out 4 of the ribs and the neck. So stand it up straight, and you'll see here all these cartilage. And you see them there? So you're going to get your knife, just nip it at the top. So again, all we're doing is opening up stuff, opening it up and forcing our way down. Again, put your knife in, run it, angle it like that into the bone, so you're never slashing the meat. Then again, push out with your hand, cut down, there. And now we're going to turn it this way, so you're coming towards yourself, and we're going to run our knife along here. Again, run it along. We're going to open it all up, and then your knife will touch the bone, and when you touch the bone, just let it do the work for you. Don't have to be strong. And start at the bottom, work your way around. Again, and again. And scoop all this out, and you see here, that's bone down there, like what we just saw at the beginning. And then pull that, and just turn that round, and just all we're going to do is scoop this out, just like that. Easy as that to take out the pork neck bone. Okay, just put that to the side, and then I'll show you a couple more cuts that are in here. And if you have any of these little bits, fragments, just take them off as you go. So here, running through here is the pork Scotch fillet, okay, and it has the money muscle in it, which is right there. And then you've got your blade up here. So to take the Scotch off, you'll see that line up there, the meat and that white vein down there. So we go there, you just follow that down. See how I've got that seam? I've picked up that seam. Here we go. Done. Easy peasy. Now here you've come to a bone, so just slowly run your knife over it like that. Don't need to go really hard into the bone, doesn't solve anything. It just puts, you could get bone chips on your Scotch and you don't want to do that. So carry on down. We're going to take the Scotch out exactly how I'm doing there. Here's your Scotch. We'll come back to that. Now here, I don't know if you can see, I'll pull it up here. This is the blade and the shoulder bone, scapular bone in there. And you can see that little different, pull it tight, you can see that little white part there? That's where the joint is. So if you just go like that, there's the joint, and you've opened it all up. So that's what you want to do, so you can get it. Now we're going to go straight down, put your knife in. There's not much valuable meat up this end, so you can't hurt it. So we'll just do that, scoop that all out. But these big chunks is what you can use for pulled pork, and just take it off. See how I'm pulling it? That's skin. So you just pull the meat as you go with your knife. It takes all the skin off of off it, but leaves the skin there. And there is the other bone that I was telling you about. Turn that around again. Always, and again, angling your knife on that angle. And again, I'm going to find that little joint. See, right there. Open it up. You might be able to see it now. See, that's another ball joint. Really easy. Again, spin that round. Go under the bone. Move it up there so you can see. And just clip it off there. And always just, with the bones, just peel them off and run your knife down the side. Really. So there. Got another big chunky piece of meat there that we can use. And this is the last bone to come out of the forequarter. And you just run your knife straight down. You're going to hit bone. I can't go anymore. Turn your knife sideways. Flatten it out. See that? How I'm doing that? It's got a little flat. And there you've got the bone there. So this one, get your knife again. Angle, always angle it into the meat. Follow it around. See that bone there? And again, I'll do the same. So I'll turn this so you can see it. So you can see, now I'm just shaping out the bone for you. Now I'll go under here, and it's got a little ledge on it. So you go in, you're going in and around like that. In and around. And then hold it down, push it up a bit, and then you just scoop it out. It all comes out. Same with this side. Again, mark it in. Like that. Whoop. Haven't marked it too good there. And you'll see what I'm talking about. When you pull it out, there you go. Just keep on pulling. Keep on pulling. And there's the little ledge I was telling you all about. So you put your knife in, scoop it out. Scoop it out. Scoop it out. Okay? That's very important. That's probably one of the trickier bones to get out in all of boning animals, is that bone there. It's not easy. Alrighty, so now what we're going to do here, we're going to do a lot of this is just going to go into what I use for pulled pork. Some people are going to say, oh, I don't use that for pulled pork, I only use the Scotch fillet. That's fine, but this is what we do. So I'll quickly show you. So this big chunk here is the blade. You get your knife, just slowly, because you don't want to damage the skin. We're going to keep this to make a roast. Okay, this is the best part that makes crackle. Everybody loves crackle. So you come through, and then you'll see the meat hit the white. Hit the white there? That's the fat. That's the crackle. So just slowly peel it back. See, I'm just using a big claw maneuver. Pulling. And so on. And just always pull. You let the meat do the work for you. Okay, take all the skin off. Might get a little bit at the end there. Alright, so that, take that part off there. That'll go for pulled pork as well. And then there's you have a big, it's not the shoulder, that's the, or a picnic, people call it different names around the world. We call it, in New Zealand we call it the blade. Okay, then we come here, and we've got another 2 cuts of meat here, and you see how I tried to make, there's a little lines there, so I'm going to go there, follow that down, roll out that. There you go. Pull that out. And again, there's more pulled pork there for you. Last part, there's another one here. And just slowly, just take it off the fat that you don't want in there. You can use it again for pulled pork, and for diced pork. Now, this is what I make. I think this is one of the best pork roasts there is. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to even all the skin up. We don't need it. And always down here there's an extra bit of fat, so just run your knife along. Again, with that angle, like I do that, not flat, but on an angle. So this picks up a lot of the meat, a lot of the fat off the meat. Okay. You can get your Scotch. Trim this a bit. We're going to put this. Okay. I'm going to quickly, before we make the roast, I'm going to show you where the money muscle is, because a lot of guys have asked me, so I'll show you. You have a look here, and it comes under here. You see I found that seam? That's what they use in all the competitions, is one of the most tenderest pieces. All you need to do is just follow the seam. Butchery is really easy, just follow seams. So there's your money muscle part taken off. But we can still use this part for the roasts. So then you put this, it's got a little bit of a skateboard ramp there, but that's cool. So you put the Scotch back in it, mark it up here with your knife, pull this off. So you can still use this for more crackle if you want to use pork crackle. So what we're doing there is we've got a big boneless piece of meat with awesome crackle on top. Remember to score it up before you tie it. Okay, go to the thick end to the thin end, and get a bit of your butcher's string. Remember, I've shown you on other videos on how to tie this. Really easy, and over. This just keeps the crackle on it while you're roasting the Scotch fillet roast. So I do 5 knots on this. There's 3. Remember, if I'm going too fast with tying the knots, have a look at my video on how to tie a butcher's knot. Very easy to do. There you go. So there's you got a boneless roast. There's our boneless roast. So I'll go back through all the cuts again. So what we have, we got the Scotch fillet and crackle roast, a pork hock. You got heaps of pulled pork or diced pork, whatever you wish to use it for, and then we've got the amazing little money muscle. That's meant to be the most tenderest piece of the pork. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe my channel. Hope you enjoyed watching how to bone out a pork forequarter.